it did go better for the New England Patriots on Sunday. Bill Belichick, Cam Newton and company getting the 10-point win over the Miami Dolphins. And here's the thing. We saw 15 rush attempts from Cam Newton on Sunday, but that doesn't mean we're going to see 15 a week. We know how the Patriots are. You've said this all along. They never have a system. They have a game plan that is designed for whoever they are facing each week on either side of the ball. Here is Bill Belichick from yesterday talking about what, by all appearances, was an entirely new offense with a new quarterback in place. Here he is. Oh, all right. We'll keep going. Chris, you took a look at the film.
Oh, there. Now it's
here
ready.
we go. Now we have it. Here's Bill Belichick. Better late than never.
We always try to do what's best for the team to win. And, everything we've done for the last 20 years, and rightfully so, has been for Tom Brady. It was for Tom Brady. Everything was dedicated to him other than the games that he didn't play in, like, when Castle played, or Jimmy and then Jacoby when Brady was suspended. So, there were times when we had to plan differently, but, when your starting quarterback has things that he's good at or things that you can take advantage of, then I think you try to take advantage of them.
How about the shiv in the ribs there when Brady was suspended? The gratuitous reference to Deflategate by the guy who made it clear I had nothing to do with any of it, and he came out of that episode unscathed.
Well, yes. I don't think he's trying. I don't know. I don't think Bill's the type that's trying to take any shots. He's just answering the question there and trying to say
it.
I
didn't
know.
need to say.
He probably
didn't need to explain why he wasn't there. We all know.
You're right. You're right. He didn't need to go there. But I think the point, nonetheless, what he said is very real. I mean, there's nobody ever been better at formulating game plans around what we need to do to put our players in the best position to be the best they can be, and then what we need to do within those confines that makes sense that can beat this particular team this week. And they're the masters, the Jedi masters, whatever you want to call it. I mean, Belichick, and then now Josh McDaniels, of course, on the offensive side of the ball. It was the most fun game I watched on film yesterday, Mike, and I watched, I think, 4 and offense of a few other ones, so I watched a bunch. But just what they got there, the personnel sets, the formations, all the movements before the snaps, and then the schematical binds they're putting you in with the run game, coupled with things in their pass game that they've always had because of Brady and things like that, to where, it's a special formula. It's going to put Seattle in a big bind this week. McDaniels and Belichick have come up with something that fits Cam Newton and is going to force defenses' hands and make them do and play defenses that they don't necessarily want to play because of the variety of personnels, formations, and different schemes, especially in the run game the Patriots throw at you. Then there's nobody better at marrying their run game with play-action passes. They make it look exactly the same. They're the best that there's ever been at that, and that's scary with Cam because of his defense. You're just going, I don't know where it's coming from. They running up the middle. Is Cam running up the middle? They running the option on the edge. Is it the bootleg? Is it the play-action pass? Is it a drop back, throw the bomb down the field? And like we talk with all great offenses, they're going to make you defend every inch of the field, and that's where they're going to be scary.
And one of the things I was told going into the season, Josh McDaniels incorporating the playbook that he devised for Tim Tebow 10 years ago. How much of that kind of stuff, the Tebow mania stuff from 2011, did you see show up yesterday for Cam Newton and the Patriots when you looked at the film?
A lot of it. I mean, again, I think it's more advanced and a little more nuanced and cutting edge because McDaniels didn't really get to play with Tebow and get deep into it. But with Cam Newton there, them knowing he's a starter all training camp, wow. Think about the first touchdown Cam Newton had, Mike, the run to the right. I mean, nobody touched him. They schemed it up, and they're going to pose issues that way. Third downs, empty formation, nobody in the backfield. What? The left guard pulls, and Cam Newton follows it like it's the counter tray or the power trap and runs for a first down on 3rd and 5. So they're so multiple on what they can do. And if they get you in that 3rd and 4 or 3rd and 5 area, they're almost unstoppable because of everything they have. And then what the biggest thing is where they're going to put you in bind. They're going to, like I said, make you play defenses that you don't want to play. They're going to probably handcuff you to a degree because you're going to go, as we talk about with like Lamar Jacksons of the world, well, if we bring this blitz over here and go for it, if they call that quarterback design run the other way, we're screwed. We're outnumbered. They're going to have so many blockers. Cam Newton's going to run 40 yards before he gets touched. That's going to simplify defenses. And then here's to me what really jumped out, Mike. Miami started going, wait, this Cam Newton stuff is really tricking us. Let's play man-to-man and leave our 2 linebackers in the box. One will take the running back, and then the other one's got Cam Newton. Well, that's easy to say until New England shifts the formation and everybody moves a different way and the back moves, and all of a sudden they say set hut, and the defense is still talking. But the other thing that's brilliant about it is if you want to play that style and play man-to-man, again, yeah, it might help you to defend the Cam Newton run. But let's not forget, they got all the Tom Brady man-to-man pass beaters, pick plays, and all those things too. So as soon as Miami kept doing that, New England was like, oh, well, hey, we didn't forget how to do all those cool drop-back passes we used to have. And they found ways to get guys open that way. And I was, as you could tell, very excited about what I saw.
The one concern I continue to have, based upon the flashes I saw, because I was watching 9 games at once. I haven't gone back and watched the Patriots game yet, but Cam Newton was getting hit.
Yeah.
And, you know, we see Cam. He's a statue. He's a giant. He looks indestructible, but we know from experience he can get injured because he has.
Right.
Bill Belichick was asked yesterday about this reality that when you run a guy 15 times, there's a chance he's taking hits that's going to cause him to get hurt. Here's Belichick on that dynamic of trying to protect Cam Newton.
I think those numbers are, with all due respect, I mean, I think they're a little bit skewed. The defense, if they played a certain way, they could, put the ball in whoever's hands they want to if they want, if they really wanted to clear who's going to get the ball. So we'll see how teams play us going forward on those type of plays. If we run those again, I don't know. We'll, do what's best each week based on the team that we're playing and how we feel like we, can attack them.
And what he was specifically referring to was the fact that there were 15 runs from Cam Newton on option plays.
Right.
So it wasn't a designed run to Cam Newton in shotgun and he takes off to the left or he dives up the middle. It was he gets the ball and he reads his keys and he decides, am I keeping the ball? Am I handing the ball off? And it very well could be against the Seahawks.
Yes.
If they begin swarming to him, it's the handoff instead.
Exactly.
And it's somebody else with those 15 runs, not him. And that's Belichick's point. It wasn't, let's just go throw caution to the wind and run this guy 15 times. That was what the defense gave us, and that's what we took.
Yeah, that's exactly right. It presented itself. And just off the top of my head, and not that I marked it down, but like the run plays that were legitimate, like, okay, Cam Newton's definitely getting the ball. It's probably, I want to say maybe 3-4 runs. Maybe it was 5. You saw that 4th and 1. There was the 3rd and 5 I explained. There was maybe 1 or 2 other ones. And, Mike, I'm interested when you go back and become Ron Jaworski and watch the film of the game too. Like, seriously, though, I thought the one thing that I looked at, other than maybe 2 runs out of the other 13 runs or whatever it was, he did a very good job of getting down or getting skinny and falling to not let anybody just hit him squarely. So I do think he was aware of it, is what I'm saying. And you're right. It's going to be living dangerously if he has to run the ball that many times. But they're dangerous that way. They'll protect him the right way. And I think the other thing, too, is this puts everybody on notice. Now, anybody that watched the game, the teams that play them here going forward are going to go, whoa, okay, they can burn us with all this quarterback stuff. We got to play something different. And I don't know if all those opportunities will necessarily present themselves. And New England will be ready for plan B this week for teams to stop the Cam Newton. You can guarantee they'll have all the things ready going. I think they're going to adjust this way to stop Cam Newton. So let's have this, and this ready for that adjustment.
And this is the broader dance that happens during a football season. The 16-game season is like the 15-round fight that they don't do anymore because of the horrific brain damage that happens in the final 3. But you set up early what you're going to do late. It happens in a game. It happens in a season. And part of the setup for future opponents is what you're putting on film now. And so you get them to think this is what you are, and you give them a look, and they think from their own film study this is what's coming, and that's not what's coming.
Exactly.
They're going to get you a different way.
Right.
And the simplest and most basic way to do that is that option. That's why the RPO works. That's why the option works. If you can get the defense to commit one way, and you can have that cool enough of a head to make a good decision and hand the ball off or keep it, then it's effective. But I still worry about Cam Newton getting hit.
I
worry about every quarterback getting hit. It's
Yeah.
basic physics. It's basic science. The more a guy gets hit, the greater the chance he's going to get hurt, and they just need to be careful because everyone believes this guy's indestructible, including Cam Newton himself, despite everything he's been through.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.